morals, where is the moral? And where are the spiritual aspect of life? They are nowhere to be found. If I ask everybody here that raise up your hand if you have your mobile phone. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mobile phone wà lẹ́yìn nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ bá náwó sókè. Èmi mú tèmi wá méjì mú tèmi. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹni tó bá mú mobile phone wá ẹ náwó sókè. Mi ní ẹni tó bá tán o ẹni tó bá sàtì ẹ̀ mú ti tó rántí mu jáde wá.
Aláàjì ìzá ẹ̀ náwó.
Ẹ torí Ọlọ́run gbogbo ẹni tó bá mú mobile phone dání wá. So technology ti wá develop ẹ ṣe. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nínú gbogbo wa ta lọ́wọ́ tí mo kúrò ayọ̀ ìdání ẹni èjì ìta ẹni ìjẹ ìjẹta.
Àsàlátù náà náà ti ní kúrò ayọ̀.
Ẹ wo technology ń develop lójoojúmọ́ morals nínú wa lẹ́nìí ẹni mélòó ló yẹ kó tó bá ti kúrò bí ìtàn bó ṣe dírẹ́sì yìí kárí mi lásán ni ní pé mo lọ sí sàlátù lásán ni. The spiritual life is going and the moral life is going as well. If you meet some children, tẹ́lá bá wọn ní ìpàdé bí wọ́n ṣe dress níta, ẹ máa wí pé n kò lọ́mọ yìí ti jáde. Eléyìí kọ́ ni topic wà lẹ́nu. Àmọ́ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fàyọ ń bẹ̀ ni wípé frustration, tension, a lot of problems that are developing these days. Inú ilé yẹn jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ wá joy and happiness first. Ara àwọn nǹkan tí a máa ń sábà wá kiri tí a máa ń sábà ní kiri òun náà ni owó. Àwọn nǹkan wà tí owó lè rà lóòótọ́ àmọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan ni owó ò lè rà. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ fún ẹni tí ó bá fẹ́ lecture this lecture is very lengthy. It's about excuse me, ẹ bá mi kọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ sọ́dọ̀. It's about 135 slides. So if you need it, I will give you. If you want this lecture, I'll give you electronically. All you need is just let me have your email. I will pass it on to you. So, fún láti máa fi bá àwọn ọmọ sọ̀rọ̀ lé, láti máa fi bá ara wa sọ̀rọ̀ lé. Anybody tó bá fẹ́ lò níbo míì gan as a lecture, I will give you free to go and give it anywhere. Money cannot buy you peace and happiness. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré wo ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ kékeré kan tí wọ́n pè ní Nasir. This little boy, orúkọ ìjẹ́ Nasir ní ìkan ní àdúgbò tí ìfìlì sí báyìí. Ẹ̀rí wípé gbogbo àti bá ti ń ṣe lecture báyìí máa ń try láti fi àwọn illustration. Eléyìí náà mi ní tẹ́kẹ̀ gbàgbé. Ọmọ kékeré yìí, he was just a shepherd. Ọmọ tó máa ń dàbí ẹni tó máa ń da ẹran kiri ni. But he was very happy in his village because the village was so good, so nice the village. Very little village. Everybody was happy. They have gardens. They have everything everywhere. And what does he do? He goes every evening, take his cattle to the field, and then he comes back home. I mean, every morning he goes, and every evening he comes back home. Happy, and everybody is happy. And with his family, they tell stories and everything, and then they are quite happy. Then one day, he went as usual to rear his cattle, and he found something like a crystal. And this crystal ball he found, he look at it, and then turn it around. That crystal ball now said something. Make a wish, and I will grant it for you. But he looked around and said, what wish can I make? Can I ask for money? Peace? Happiness? Anything? No, I'll wait until tomorrow. So he kept that crystal in his pocket. Tomorrow I will do it. He didn't do it the second day. The third day he didn't do it. But he told his friends that I found something and I don't know what to do with it. Now, he went back to that to his cattle one evening, and one little boy followed him and was hiding. He knew that he was dozing off, so he stole that crystal from him and took it to the village. And when he got to the village, he said, now, we can now make wish. Everybody started making their own wishes. The first person said, please, let my house turn into a palace. And immediately, it happened. Because that was what that crystal promised. The other person said, let my house full of gold. Then it happened. Everybody just wishing what they wanted. A lot of people wished for big houses, big palace, everything. And they all had it. But there was one little thing they forgot. As their village was expanding, so all the trees, all the gardens were going away. So they all have big houses, big palace, but there was no garden. There was nowhere for all the children to play. So in the evening, all the children would just be like very unhappy. The whole village was like, why are we in this chaos? Because our children can no longer play. They can't play football. They can't go out. Everybody's just like locked up in their house. So they were unhappy. The whole place was very, very unsettled. And what happened? Hey. So the whole place was unsettled until they went back to this boy and asked, please, come and bail us out. What can we do? We wish for everything, we had everything, but we are not happy. And the boy said, okay, if you want me, I will. So they gave him the crystal, and he asked the crystal, please, the only wish I want is let this village return back to its peaceful manner and to how it was before. And the whole house, everything became as it was, because that was where they were born. And everybody was happy. And that is being contented with what you have. If you are not happy with what you got, you might be asking for something that you might not even be able to manage. That was how the crystal looked like. Now, what I don't think that money will buy you, I can send this to you as, like I said, money can buy you something like a bed. But can you use that money to buy a sleep? Impossible. If you buy a husband with your money, can that money buy you love? No. You will have to struggle. Even if you buy anything with your money, do you think your money can buy heaven? No, it's impossible. There's only one way to heaven, and the only straight way to heaven is Islam. And until you submit yourself totally to the will of Almighty Allah, I'm not asking you not to get money. Because if you find somebody in this country, they are either here to gain more knowledge, that is by going to school, or for comfort, or for money. So, but there are a lot of things that money will buy you, but the money cannot satisfy your heaven. This one, I want to ask everybody to be a lake. But if I ask you to be a lake, people might start asking, why do I have to be a lake? Let me give you an illustration from one scholar. What he did was, he asked his servant, or let me say he asked one of his students, get a cup of water and get a heap of salt in your hand. Pour that heap of salt in the water, in that cup. Mix it and drink it. If you do that, what do you think will happen? That water will be extremely salty because it was a handful of salt. And he said, that was terrible. It was just not very good. It was awful. That was how he described it. Now, and he said, okay, what you will do, get another handful of salt and let's go to the lake. He poured it in the lake, and he said, okay, take a bit of that water and drink it. Well, how was it? He said, I couldn't even taste the salt. Now, what I want us to get from there is this. I want us to know that the pain of life, the pain that we feel in life, is like salt. Any pain, any discomfort that you feel in life is like salt. That particular salt will remain constant, it will remain the same. But the amount of that salt, how you taste it, depends on where it is contained. So, if you make yourself a cup, if you are a cup, water in the cup, that salt, which is the problem, will taste so awful. If you make yourself a lake, then that problem, which is salt, the same amount of salt, will become tasteless. How do you go about that? If you have a problem, how do you solve it? Do you keep that problem to yourself? Or do you discuss it? If you have a problem and you discuss it with anybody, that problem